What's up, guys? Jeff here again with my 1995 F150. It's a single cab, short bed, two-wheel drive, 5-speed manual. It's got the straight six in it. Today, I'm going to be tackling the window scrapers. They're gross, they're falling apart, and they're scratching the windows. And they're cheap enough and easy enough to do. I've seen a lot of write-ups about having to pull the window completely out of the truck to get the outside scraper out. That's not the case. That's not the case at all. I like to work smarter, not harder, kind of thing. So we're gonna go ahead and knock these out real quick and kind of replacing stuff here and there. I mean, this truck has almost 300,000 miles on it. It's pretty clean for what it is. It's a Texas truck. It's been outside its entire life. So yeah, maybe walk around the truck real quick. Yeah, like I said, it's a pretty straight old truck. I got this truck with a strip timing gear and pull the front of the engine apart, replace the gear, clean the oil pan out. It's got that fiber gear in it. It's been running great ever since. A little stuff to it here and there mechanically. Next thing is going to be a clutch. Yeah, it does exactly what I need it to do. Air conditioning's fairly cold. Runs great. Just make it a little bit prettier. Let's knock out these window scrapers. First thing you're going to want to do is, I found that you don't have to pull the door panel completely off, but you have to take all the screws out, get it up over the locking mechanism, and just pull the top half of it back. It'll hang because it won't come past this door handle, but it gives you enough room to get, and see, this one's already coming out. It gives you enough room down inside here to get to the outside scraper, but you have to roll the window all the way down. This side's not so bad. The scratches on the other side, on the outside of the window, are awful. I'm probably going to have to end up replacing that window if I want it to look right. So let me go ahead and take this door panel off, and then we'll pull that scraper out. And just a side note, you got a screw here, one down inside here, and there's one behind the window crank here, and I think there might be one behind here. I can't remember. And then if you got the cool guy audio system, tweeters and whatnot, this one, I can pull it without having to mess with it. But yeah, there's something to take into consideration. Everybody's truck's different, so let's get on with it. So as you can see here, that scraper has seen better days. The inside one isn't too bad. It's not completely exposed to the elements, but the clips are broken. It's supposed to be a little tab right here in the middle. So those just kind of hang out in there on a wish and a prayer. So let's get these taken apart. So now, as you can see, just the top half is pulled back, which is exactly what we want. This thing is cooked. I can't believe that. Well, I guess this is why it stays in there, but I mean, the tabs are broken, and yeah. On this one, oh man, yeah, it's in there. Sometimes you can start from that edge. Let me see if I can't get a little bit of leverage on it with this cheap pick. Oh my goodness. Well, start from that edge. they can be, you don't want to bend out on this too much because you can end up messing up the tabs inside the door, or the holes rather, where these tabs go into. And I mean, it's not a death sentence. Then you got to straighten them out, and yeah. So if you can avoid it, there we go. There it is. If you can avoid bending this out at all, that would be ideal. This last one's always kind of tricky. There it is. Okay. So this thing is nasty, to say the least. This is what was on the inside of the window. You can tell that this one's never been out because all the clips are intact. Make sure there's no junk down inside the channel there, which there's really no room for anything to stay in there, because once both the scrapers are out and the door panel's back, this is basically a wide open hole. So let me go grab the new scrapers. We'll get them stuck in there, put the door panel back together, and we'll be just about done. So these are just some generic Amazon special window scrapers for this truck. They seem to fit halfway decent. They're not marked, so which side is which, but if you hold the old one up to the new one, you can make sure that the tabs are in the same position. And I mean, less than a minute, you can figure out which side's which, and also which orientation they go in, whether it's on the inside or the outside. So you want to line up all your little tabs first before you try to press this thing in. Because if you don't, then the tabs will bend. That one was already kind of bent. So it'll snap down, should snap down into place, and give it a little love tap. As far as the inside goes, it's actually quite a bit easier. You're working with plastic. Once again, you want to be careful not to break these little holes. These little tabs can break. I mean, nothing a little epoxy can't fix, but if we can avoid it, we will. You get this little ear in the middle started in there first. That's what actually locks down into the hole. Once you got them all into place, you can just kind of gently press it into place, just like that. Make sure it's all the way down. There it is. Okay. And then, yeah, from this point forward, it's just reassembly. Make sure that all fits. You know, I mean, remember, you're working with aftermarket stuff. Nothing ever fits exactly how it should. So sometimes, like for instance, I don't know if you can see this, but this rolled edge right here, I have to get a trim tool or something and kind of pry that out. But I'm going to go ahead and, here's some broken glass. I'm going to go ahead and get this all put back together, and we'll call it a day. So that's a wrap. Got them in there, got the door panel back together. On a side note, if you don't have one of these Milwaukee M12 fans, man, this thing's a lifesaver. Yeah, it turned out about as good as I could have asked for a really, really aftermarket piece. Went ahead and knocked this side out as well. Just for fun. I'm ready for summer to be over. Yeah, so that's a job wrapped up. There's plenty of other little projects for this truck, and see what I can do to document them. Yeah, I'm really happy, really pleased with the way that turned out. I appreciate y'all watching, and hopefully that was beneficial information if you want to tackle this job yourself. I mean, I did it in less than 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes per side. That's including pulling the door panel, ordering it from Amazon, waiting for them to get here. It's like 10 minutes, roughly. Yeah, if you have any questions or suggestions or anything like that, I'm always open to that. I'll catch you on the next one.